everybody. If you are showing up, as promised, I decided to go live on YouTube, and I have a method to my madness. Now, I'm hopeful that you guys can hear me. And if anybody is there, I would really hope that you could actually let me know that you can hear me. If you can put something in the comments. Right now, I am going to make sure that you have the link to be able to vote for me. And then I'm going to get started with the presentation. Okay, so just give me a second so that I can give you the right link. Thank you for your patience. And if there's anyone there, thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate it. All right. So I wanted to talk today, whether I talk to myself or to my mom or to whomever shows up, whether live or in replay. I've got some water, and I just wanted to thank you for showing up. So I have entered a contest, and it's called Fabulous Over 40. And yes, I want to win the contest. You can win $40,000, a spread in a magazine, as well as a spacation. It's very easy to enter. All you do is you click on the link, you verify yourself through Facebook, and then you click the free option. Now, I think they have an option to donate to charity, and that's totally on you, but I'm not asking you to spend any money. I'm just asking that you vote for me. Now, you might be thinking, why would I vote for Amy, right? Like, why would I vote for Amy? What is fabulous about Amy? Well, I would like to share with you. Hello, whoever's hopped on. I hope that you will say something in the comments below. I'm just talking about how I have entered a contest. I have put the link in the chat. It's a 3-step process. You click on it, you verify with Facebook, and then you click the free vote, okay? I'm not asking you for any money, and you don't have to do anything. Hi, Demetrius. Thank you so much for coming on. So I was just telling people how easy it is to vote. Click on the link, verify that you are you on Facebook, and then choose the free voting option. You can vote every day, and I'll be finding out how many days this contest is going for. And the person who wins is the person who gets the most votes. But today, I hope you'll stay with me, Demetrius. I'm going to talk about what I think makes a person fabulous and why. So at first, I'm going to introduce myself now if you don't know me. But what I really want to talk about in the next 35, 40 minutes is all about what I think it takes to stay fabulous, to be fabulous, or to think about being fabulous. So let me introduce myself. My name is Amy, and I also have the nickname as the Resource Girl. And that name came about because while I was acting, dancing, and singing, I was always networking and meeting people and getting people connected. Oftentimes, people needed to find a roommate, they needed to find a job, they needed to find some kind of resource, and I was always connecting people. So one day I went to a Bible study, and the Bible study leader said, "Hey, everybody, I'm so glad that Amy's here because she's so resourceful." I thought, that's interesting. So what happened was I was in this Christian artist group, people struggling with their faith, trying to understand their faith and how it fit in with the entertainment world. So this man, the Bible study leader, said, "Amy is so resourceful." And I got to thinking he was right. So one month I was the presenter at the artist group, and I spoke for 2.5 hours on God, artist, resources, money. And at the end of this 2.5 hour talk, two people said I should write a book. And I was like, well, I never thought about writing a book. Well, guess what? I wrote a book, right? So what I learned is that at that time, I may not know what it takes to become famous. I may not have known what it takes to be famous. I still may not know what it takes to be famous. Demetrius might know something about what it takes to be famous, as he's a working Greek actor and he has made it. He has made it. So good job. But while I was acting, maybe I couldn't figure out that component. But what I did know was how to help people. How to help people find a roommate, how to help people find a job, how to help people take good care of themselves. And in my book, I write about basically what it takes to be a healthy person while you're pursuing your career. So this book is taking care of you while you take care of your career. And that gets back to the fabulous part. What do I believe? What do I believe? My personal opinion about what it takes to be fabulous. And in this book, I do talk about that. I talk about the importance of finding good health care. I talk about exercising and eating right. I talk about having the difficult conversations with your family when you go off into a new direction and they don't really understand what you're doing. I talk about the importance of being true to yourself as you go on your journey. So this little book right here, I wrote it a long time ago, but it was me showing up for myself by recognizing my gifts, putting it down on paper. And this was pre-digital book. So this was right on the edge of self-publishing. But this was me showing up to be fabulous because I knew who I was. I knew what I could do. I knew who I could help. And so I made a product in order to help people. I'm going to be drinking a lot of water in this, which is another thing that helps us be fabulous. So, all right, back to Fabulous Over 40. Oftentimes around the world, people have some misconceptions about what aging means. Our body is going to change, but our inner spirit, the essence of who we are, isn't going to change, and it can only get better. Just 1 second. I'm going to put on the air conditioner, and I will be right back. Okay. So this contest, Fabulous Over 40, is trying to show the world that it's really not about your age. It's about what you do for yourself to remain fabulous at any age. Okay, so far I'm the resource girl, and that I have written a book. Oh, and there's a package. Thank you. So I wanted to introduce myself on the second part because I want you to know who I am before I talk more about what I think it is that we can do to remain fabulous at any age. Okay. So when I came to New York City, I had big stars in my eyes. And thankfully, I acted, danced, sang, and I did a lot of things. Well, so many things. And it was a blast, right? And I truly believe that whether you act on the big movie screen or you act on a little movie screen, whenever you love something, you got to do it no matter what, right? So I just want to introduce you to Amy from long ago. That's when I came to New York and I had my first, professional photos taken. And this is absolutely one of my favorite. I had some combat boots, some ripped up jeans that had gone all over Europe with me, a simple t-shirt, and my pigtails, right? It was some good times. So for me, having gone for my dream even if I didn't arrive, to be famous or yet, you never know. I always say that if you've ever been an actor, you're always like an actor in remission. If you stop, meaning you can always come back. But what I want to say is that for me, what makes me fabulous is that I went for my dreams, right? I came to New York. I auditioned. I did independent films. I was an extra in movies. I helped people by writing a book. So all of these things, even if, I think I sold like 2,500 copies for my book. It wasn't a New York Times bestseller, but I did it. Okay, so I haven't been the star in a big movie, but I was in there. I like to use this as an example. If you want to play Major League Baseball and you can't be at the top, maybe you can be at the B team. And if you can't be on the B team, you can be on the C team. And if you can't be on the C team, well, you can play recreational with your friends and family, whatever you want to do. But if you want to play baseball, you're going to find a way to play baseball. And that's, to me, what fabulous means. Fabulous means that you know what you want to do and you 100% go for it. All right, so I've introduced myself, the actress, dancer, singer, turned writer, and then I wore some different hats for a while. Now, as much as I wish I could say I was wearing like the fabulous hat, right? Like I love this hat. Like it's so fun. It's like you're on a cruise ship. And I wish I could say that I've been doing jobs that have me shining bright. But in reality, a lot of times, this hat is kind of tight right now because I haven't worn it in a while. But a lot of times I've been wearing the hats of companies. Sir Kensington, great company, great mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup, right? But I've been promoting other people a lot, right? If you watch me in our 30-day movement challenge that Demetrius and I are doing, you'll see me wearing lots of t-shirts that are promoting other people's products. Sometimes in life, it's got to be your time. Oh, and that brings me to something. I have been seeing my birth year, and I'm not going to reveal that birth year, and please don't reveal my birth year. Just keep that a secret, but it's definitely over 40. But I have been seeing my birth year everywhere, on street signs. I saw it on a garbage truck. I've seen it in magazines. I've seen it in movies that I've watched. I've seen it in documentaries I chose to watch. So I Googled, what does it mean when you see your birth year? And what I found out was it's God, the universe, shouting at you, telling you that it's your time, that it's your time to shine. So that's why I entered this contest, was to make sure that I shine bright. Okay? All right. So now that I've introduced you to me, I want to talk about what I think keeps people fabulous. And I would like to say that right now, doesn't matter what happened yesterday, last year, or 10 years ago. Everyone has the opportunity to lay down the burden of their past, to lay down any guilt, shame, or anything they're embarrassed about, and to claim and hold on to the hope of God. When you hold on to that, you will shine brightly. Okay? So now, what do I think does it take? What does it take to become fabulous? I'll tell you a couple of things. First of all, this is pretty simple. This is water. Now, if you know me personally, you know that I struggle to drink enough water. But what I can tell you is when you're drinking a lot of water, it really helps your skin and your hair. It helps digestion. It really makes you feel and look better. So this time that I'm on YouTube today is a little crash course in what it takes to be fabulous. Now, next, I've got show and tell. So don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be back. So I want to show you my slippers. Now, you can't feel them, but they're super, super duper soft. For my entire life, I have carved out time in my day, in my week, and in my month for self-care. And these little slippers, they're so cute. They represent, hi, yes, 3 liters of water keeps the doctor away. Thank you, Demetrius. I really appreciate you. And you are an amazing example of drinking water. You have always shown me every day that you have water with you. And that is so good. And thank you for that. So these little slippers right here, for me, represent self-care. So every night before I go to bed, even if it's just a couple of minutes, I put these slippers on. It's a moment of self-care and self-love. All right. Also, right here, these happen to be supplements. And by the way, I don't work for any of these companies. I'm just talking about what I do to keep fabulous. These are the 2 ones that right now I'm really focused on. This is for hair and nails. This is biotin. And this one has a lot of berries like acai berry and cherries and a lot of vitamin C. And particularly right now with the pandemic, you really want to have a lot of vitamin C. I choose to take the gummies because I have a hard time getting those horse pills down my throat. But the point is, find a supplement, do your research, and make sure to always supplement your nutrition, because selenium, which is a really important mineral in the ground, used to be very prevalent. But now as people are farming and they're churning over that earth, oftentimes there's not enough selenium. I also have a selenium supplement right behind me. But I just wanted to talk about the importance of self-care and how that's part of my routine. I'll be right back. So once again, I'm not here selling anything or promoting anything in particular. What I'm promoting is self-care, self-love, and all of the beautiful things that have helped me and sustained me. Okay, so I happen to love this brand. It's called Glow Recipe, and it's got lots of natural things. And they use a lot of avocado and blueberries and watermelon. It smells really delicious. Now, I always do facial care every day. I work outside a lot, so I'm always doing scrubs. I do masks, and once a week I take at least a 1.5 hour bath with Lush bath bombs. So I really nurture myself. And if you see me around town, I'm usually in a ponytail, a t-shirt, and a pair of jeans. And, sometimes I'm not dressing so feminine because of my jobs, but I am the self-care feminine girl. And when I do dress up, well, that's what I did for you guys today. Okay, so self-care, 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 self-care. Don't forget to have like a soft plush robe or some really fuzzy, wonderful slippers. Do not forget. So far, drinking lots of water, supplements, great skincare products, and let me tell you one of my best kept secrets for keeping fabulous. First of all, I truly believe this with all my heart, that spending too much time on negative ideas and thoughts and people is a time waster. But all of us really need at some point to vent our own personal frustrations or ideas. But telling it to other people or spending too much time on it, it happens. But what I try to do is to keep my conversations as positive as possible to continue the fabulous life that we're trying to lead. right? So what I do is I have journals. I've been writing since I was 10 years old. I write ferociously. I write continuously. I mean, I write and I write and I write and I write and I write. And this is a safe place where I can say both the things that I have gratitude for and also the things that concern my heart personally. But by taking most of my negative thoughts in a place that's safe as a habit, right? So each one of us knows like what our weaknesses are, what we talk about, what we think about. So what I do is I try to change my habits by going to my journal and really writing all of those deep thoughts and trying when I spend time with people to do my best to focus on the positive. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect, but I'm always aware. And part of being fabulous is always being aware, right? So you're aware of your attitudes, you're aware of your habits, you're aware of your negative thinking. And when we are aware, then we get to make choices. We can change things. As soon as we are aware of the story we tell ourselves, then we can, tweak it and change it. And we can totally revamp our entire life. So my journal is such a beautiful thing. And I've been journaling since I was 10 years old. Okay. So I'm coming back. Don't go anywhere. I've got lots and lots of show and tell. And if you're enjoying this, please give it a thumbs up, whether it's in replay or in live. Okay. So believe it or not, I'm more of an introvert than an extrovert. And why that is because I would rather sit with a really great book than just go out and sort of have like the superficial like chit chat about the day. I really like to go to people who have written books, and I like to read because I really want to understand this life in a deep way. So one of my favorite books, which goes along with the importance of supplements, is Nutrition Guide for Clinicians. And I truly believe that the only true wealth is health. The only true wealth is health. This book, for whatever you have, whether you have a thyroid issue, a diabetes issue, whether you have cancer, whether you have something internal with your intestines, whether you have acne, this little book is one of my favorites. I also have another book that's Alternative Healing Guide, but I like to reference first Nutrition as Our Medicine. So this is one of my favorite little books. Okay. Also, if you know me, you know that I am passionate about finances and financial freedom. This is a book that I recently read about the soul of money, about a woman who is a philanthropist who has traveled the world and how she talks about how people look at money, think about money, perceive money. And it's a really beautiful philosophical book about money. I also like Tony Robbins' Money Master the Game. Tony Robbins' Money Master the Game is a powerful book, and I highly recommend that too. And I don't work for any of these people. I'm just trying to share with you how I keep fabulous, how I want to keep being fabulous, and how I hope to inspire everyone who watches this now or later to be fabulous. Now, I know that inflammation is the precursor to so many diseases. Inflammation is the precursor to so many diseases. So curcumin or turmeric, however you want to pronounce it, and tart cherries and tart cherry juice or tart cherry concentrate, this is so good for anti-inflammation. So every day I have a little bit of turmeric and I have a little bit of cherries or cherry juice so that I can help this body fight inflammation. Okay, now this is a very special book. It may not look like what you recognize, right? The cover, you may not recognize this cover, but this is the Bible, all right? So this is the Bible. And I just wanted, Serena, she's commenting that I'm in second place with the voting right now. So thank you guys so much. But this right here is the Bible. And just because it has a different cover, when I was younger, in 1999, I did a Christian dance concert, and we made a CD, and we gave gift bags, little gift bags to everybody when they left. And this is from the International Bible Society. And I went to them and they donated several hundreds of Bibles. And I kept this one because I really like the design. But if you get a chance, look up Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declare the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not give you a hope and a future. 29:11. It's on my wall in the bathroom. That leaves me with, what else makes me fabulous? Every day I send my prayers to God. Every day I am thankful for Demetrius and my mother, who send their prayers to God for me. And I cannot express more emphatically this book right here. I love books and I love reading, but I promise you the wisdom and the guidance that you will find in the Bible will immediately transform your life into a place of more fabulousness, because it gives you the opportunity to lay the past down, to lay the guilt, the shame, the worry, the anxiety. Jesus said, "Come to me, all ye who are weary and heavy laden," that basically have the world on your shoulders. Come to me and lay it down. And in our most difficult times, we can lay down all of our burdens at his feet. And then in the most beautiful times, let us share with him the gratitude for creating us. Okay. And then I'll just show you another book, The Masters of Success. Whenever you want to be successful, whenever you want to be fabulous, you go and you find the people who have done it before you. And you make sure you follow their path, because they know something that you don't know. They know something that I don't know. So we fill our mind with what is possible. Okay. So also just something that sparks joy, Marie Kondo, the joy of tidying up and all of that, decluttering your life. One thing that's always sparked joy for me is taking pictures of any type with a phone, with cameras, disc camera, talkie cameras, any kind of camera, you name it. Okay. And one more, somebody voted. And one more thing, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you've had a project in your life that didn't work out, if you've had a relationship that didn't work out, if you've had a goal that didn't work out, if you've had someone in your own family betray you, don't give up and keep going. Demetrius and I are doing a fitness app. And if you've been following our 30-day movement challenge, we have been doing our best to inspire you to get up and move, to get up and dance, and to change your state. So we are still on our way. We want to win the Passion Fund, but unfortunately, you can't vote for that one. You can only vote for this contest. But he and I are groundbreakers. How many of your friends have an app? I have only known one person who's had an app. We are trendsetters. And to me, when you strike out on a goal that nobody in your family has done, nobody you know has done, nobody thinks it's possible, that is part of what makes people fabulous, is when they go for their vision, even when they don't know what's going to happen. There's a beautiful verse, and I am going to read that to you right now. I'm not sure. Okay. All right, here we go. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, but the evidence of things not seen. So when you have a desire in your heart, when you have something that you want to do, faith, which comes by God, God put the desire in your heart. Then you choose to have the faith, and then you believe that it can happen. And that, my friends, is a crash course on what it takes for me to be fabulous. But more importantly, my goal on planet Earth is to make sure that we all show up, that we all shine brightly, and that we all make a difference in our lives, in your lives, in everybody's lives. I don't have enough fingers to count all the reasons why we need to do this. Okay, so you can vote every day. The vote is in the comments, and I will be coming on Instagram every day live and Facebook Live every day. And now I'm going to get ready to do our 30-day movement challenge. I'm going to be going by the water today, and I hope that you will follow us at FITGP app. And that's fabulous too. And what we're doing is fabulous. But please do vote for me. And please today choose to be fabulous yourself. I'll see you again soon.